If you're sure. I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds interesting.
We stand together.
Time is of the essence. Kick down. Again.
You need.
What's the plan? What will be? Time is of the essence.
My magic will tear you apart.
Yes, my liege. Of course. Aye, my lord.
Shh. I'm trying to think.
My bow
here.
is at the ready.
What's the plan? Sounds good. Sounds interesting. If you're sure. Greetings, friend. I've got a good feeling about this.
Fight well.
Greetings, friend. Sounds good. Sounds interesting. Sounds good. I've got a good feeling about this. What's the plan? If you're sure. Sounds good. I've got a good feeling about this. If you're sure. Time is of the essence. Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds good. If you're sure. Sounds good. If you're sure. I'm trying to think here. Greetings, friend.
We stand together.
What's the plan? Sounds interesting.
Say the word.
Shh. I'm trying to think here. I've got a good feeling about this. I've got a good feeling about this. If you're sure. Sounds good. Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting.
Baladash Malanur.
Time is of the essence. Sounds good. What's the plan?
Help me. Help you.
Time is of the essence.
This better be good. What a good idea.
Greetings, friend. Sounds interesting. If you're sure. If you're sure. I've got a good feeling about this.
Do you require aid, human?
What's the plan?
Kick down, Sparky.
Time is of the essence. Sounds interesting. Sounds good.
Quel'Delar was forged by the dragons and given to the Caldor. Its twin, Quel'Delar, was given to my people. The king bestowed the blade upon my friend, the Thalorian Dawnseeker. But even Thalorian skill and Quel'Delar's magic could not save Silver Moon from the might of the Scourge. Thalorian fell before the gates of the Sunwell, buying time for others to escape. After the battle, I recovered the sword from the field. I bore it to Northrend in the service of my prince, seeking to avenge our people's defeat. Arthas shattered our forces and took the most powerful of us into his service as the San'layn. My memories of Thalorian went cold, and so did his blade. It was I who brought Quel'Delar here to return it to its makers. In breaking the weapon, so did I break its power. Quel'Delar will never serve another.
Sounds good. Greetings, friend. Sounds interesting. Shh, I'm trying to think here.
My bow is at the ready. Lead on.
Time is of the essence. If you're sure. Greetings, friend.
Do you require aid?
What's the plan? I'm trying to think here. Greetings, friend. I hate resorting to violence, but you're an exception. What's the plan? Time is of the essence. I've got a good feeling about this. I'm sure. I'm trying to think here.
What is?
Greetings, friend. I'm trying to think here.
Greetings.
Time is of the essence.
Greetings. Together we will
Yes, my
save
liege.
Azeroth.
Orders?
Help me. Help you.
What do you need? On my way.
We stand together.
What's the plan? Shh, I'm trying to think here.
Valadash.
Say the word. Right.
Time is of the essence.
Yes, my liege. On my way. Of course. Aye, my lord. Right.
Greetings, friend. What's the plan? Time is of the essence. I'm trying to think here.
Say the word. What do you need? Right.
Yes, right away, of course.
What's the plan? I've got a good feeling about this.
Orders?
Will it be hotshot?
My bow is at the ready. Remember those we lost. Remember those we lost. Lead on.
Greetings,
I'm with
friend.
you. Greetings. Together we will save
I'm trying to think.
My bow is at the ready.
Say the word.
What's the plan?
Kick down, Sparky.
Valadash, Malinor. Fight well.
Time is of the essence. Sounds good. Greetings,
What do you
friend.
need?
Shh, I'm trying to think here. Sounds interesting. Sounds good. Sounds interesting. I've got a good feeling about this. If you're sure. Time is of the essence. If you're sure. I've got a good feeling about this. Greetings, friend. Sounds good. Sounds interesting. I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds interesting. Sounds good. What's the plan? If you're sure.
We stand together.
Greetings, friend. I hate resorting to violence. But you're an exception.
Remember those we lost.
Do you require aid?
What's the plan? If you're sure. Shh, I'm trying to think here.
Greetings.
Time is of the essence.
We stand together. Together we will save as
This better be good. If you insist.
Greetings, friend. My magic will tear you apart.
Orders?
Time is of the essence.
Is my aid required?
Shh, I'm trying to think here. Sounds good. My magic will tear you apart. I've got a good feeling about this. What's the plan? Sounds interesting.
Yes, my liege. Aye, my lord.
What's the plan?
Say the word. What do you
On
need?
my way.
I'm trying to think here.
Help me. Help me.
My bow is at the ready. Greetings. My bow is at the ready.
Greetings, friend. If you're sure.
We stand together. Fight well.
Time is of the essence. I hate resorting to violence. But you're an exception.
Baladash, my. Lead on.
Time is
I'm
of the
with you.
essence. Sounds interesting. What's the plan? Sounds good. I'm trying to think.
My bow is at the ready. Baladash, my.
Greetings, friend. I've got a good feeling about this. I've got a good feeling about this.
Orders?
Time is of the essence. Sounds good.
We stand together. Greetings. Greetings. Baladash,
Yes, my
my.
friend.
Lead on. I'm with you.
What's the plan?
Kick down, Sparky. If you insist.
Greetings, friend.
My bow is at the ready. Remember those we lost. Fight well.
What'll it be, hotshot? Once again, this better be Aethas. Help me. Help you.
Is my aid required?
We
I'm
stand
trying
together.
to think here. If you're sure. What's the plan? Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. If you're sure. My magic will tear you apart. Sounds good. I've got a good feeling about this.
What'll it be? If you insist. Help me. Help
I'm trying to think here.
Say the word.
Time is of the essence. Greetings,
My
friend.
bow is at the ready. Together we will.
Time is of the essence. I've got a good feeling about this.
Greetings. Baladash Malanor. Lead on. I'm
What's
with
the
you.
plan? Sounds good. Greetings, friend. Shh, I'm trying to think here. Sounds interesting. If you're sure, I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds good. If you're sure, time is of the essence. Sounds good. If you're sure, I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds interesting. I've got a good feeling about this. What's the plan? Sounds good, if you're sure. I hate resorting to violence, but you're an exception. Sounds interesting. I'm trying to think here. Sounds good, if you're sure. Sounds interesting. I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds good. Greetings, friend. I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds interesting.
We stand together.
Time is of the essence.
Remember those.
You need.
Baladash.
What's the plan?
My bow is at the ready. Together we will save
Time is of the
Azeroth.
essence. Greetings, friend.
We stand together. Fight well.
Kick down, Sparky.
What ails you?
What's the plan? Shh, I'm trying to think here. If you're sure. Sounds good. Sounds interesting.
Do you require a... Once again, it's up to the elves.
What's the plan? If you're sure. Shh, I'm trying to think here. I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds interesting. If you're sure. Time is of the essence. Greetings, friend. I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds good. Greetings, friend. What's the plan? Sounds interesting.
My bow is at the ready.
Help me. Help you.
Baladash, my
Time is of the essence. I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds good.
greetings.
I'm trying to think. You're sure?
We stand together. Lead on. I'm with you.
What's the plan? I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds interesting. If you're sure. Sounds good. I've got a good feeling about this.
Greetings. Remember those
Yes,
we
my
lost.
liege.
Baladash,
Greetings, friend. Sounds good.
You have made an unwise decision.
Time is up next. Get down. Greetings, friend. If you're sure. Time is up next.
Is that all you got? Rise up, brothers, and destroy our enemies! We were all
Greetings, friend.
My bow is at the ready. Fight well. Together we will save Azeroth.
Shh, I'm trying to think here. Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. I've got a good feeling about this, if you're sure. Sounds good, if you're sure. Sounds interesting. I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds good. Sounds good. I've got a good feeling about this, if you're sure.
Greetings.
Time is of the essence.
We stand together. Remember those we lost.
Our forces are under attack.
What a good idea.
What do you need? Yes, my liege.
What's the plan? Sounds interesting. What's the plan? Greetings, friend.
Say the word. I am your servant.
What matters?
Yes, my liege.
Time is the essence. Sounds interesting.
We stand together. You'll pay for what you've done, fiend!
I'm trying to think here.
Say the word.
What's the plan? I've got a good feeling about this, if you're sure. Greetings, friend.
We stand together.
Time is of the essence.
Greetings.
Kick down, Stalker. If I
Time is of the essence. What's the plan?
Bow down.
I'm trying to think here. Greetings, friend. What's the plan? Sounds good.
My bow is at the ready. Fight well.
Time is of the essence, if you're sure.
Greetings. Together we will save Azeroth.
Shh, I'm trying to think here. Sounds good. Sounds interesting. Shh, I'm trying to think here. I've got a good feeling about this.
do you require aid, human?
Greetings. Remember those we lost. Lead on. I'm with
Time is of the essence. Sounds interesting. Greetings, friend. What's the plan?
Baladash, Malinor. Together we will save Azeroth. Fight well. Remember those
Greetings,
we
friend.
lost.
If you're sure.
We stand together. Together we will save Azeroth.
Shh, I'm trying to think here. Sounds good. I've got a good feeling about this. My magic will tear you apart! Sounds interesting. If you're sure, I've got a good feeling about this. Sounds good. The chill of this place. Ugh. I can feel my blood freezing. What is that? Up ahead. Could it be? Frostmourne. The blade that destroyed our kingdom. Stand back! Touch that blade and your soul will be scarred for all eternity. I must attempt to commune with the spirits locked away within Frostmourne. Give me space.
Jaina, could it truly be you?
Uther! Dear Uther! I'm so sorry.
Jaina, you haven't much time. The Lich King sees what the sword sees. He will be here shortly.
Arthas is here? Maybe
No, girl. Arthas is not here. Arthas is merely a presence within the Lich King's mind. A dwindling presence.
But Uther, if there's any hope of reaching Arthas, I must try.
Jaina, listen to me. You must destroy the Lich King. You cannot reason with him. He will kill you and your allies and raise you all as powerful soldiers of the Scourge.
Tell me how, Uther. How do I destroy my prince?
Snap out of it, girl. You must destroy the Lich King at the place where he merged with Ner'zhul. Atop the spire, at the frozen throne. It is the only way.
You're right, Uther. Forgive me. I don't know what got hold of me.
There is something else that you should know about the Lich King. Control over the Scourge must never be lost. Even if you were to strike down the Lich King, another would have to take his place. For without the control of its master, the Scourge would run rampant across the world, destroying all living things. A grand sacrifice by a noble soul.
Who could bear such a burden?
I do not know. I suspect that the piece of Arthas that might be left inside the Lich King is all that holds the Scourge from annihilating Azeroth.
Then maybe there is still hope.
No, Jaina! He is coming. You must silence Paladin. So, you wish to commune with the dead? You shall have your wish. Bring their corpses to my chamber.
As you wish, Miles. Wish, my lord.
You won't deny me this, Arthas. I must know. I must find out. Lady Proudmoore.
Death is all that you will find here. On my way.
My bow is up ready.
Coming off.
Follow down. Without delay. Greetings. My bow is at the ready. We stand together. Fight well. In the name of the Kirin Tor! Remember those the plan?
Your allies have arrived, Jaina, just as you promised. You will all become powerful agents of the Scourge.
He is too powerful. We must leave this place at once.
About time.
Time is of the essence. Sounds good. I hate resorting to violence. But yours... What's the plan? But you're an exception. I'm trying to... Ethan's plan. Sounds good. What's the plan? Time is of the essence. What's the plan? There's an opening up ahead. Go now! It's a dead end. We have no choice but to fight. Steel yourself, heroes, for this is our last stand.